Welcome to Day 3 of DynamicsCon. We hope you're feeling the power of community from the first 2 days, filled with learning and networking. Thank you to our sponsors for making this event entirely free. Now, let's gear up for an adventurous final day of DynamicsCon. Please welcome our first speaker of the day, Ashish Rana, a Dynamics 365 CRM solution architect and consultant. Today, Ashish will be presenting his session, Key Capabilities of Dynamics 365 Marketing. Please stick around after his session for a live Q&A.
Thank you everybody for joining today and welcome to DynamicsCon conference powered by Dynamics User Group. And thanks for all your votes and select this session for to show you the key capabilities of Dynamics 365 Marketing. I'm Ashish Rana. I'm going to cover a couple of great features what we have in Dynamics 365 for marketing and what we have comes to the latest release of Wave 1 2021. So before we jump into that, I just want to give a quick introduction of myself. I'm a business application MVP, CE solution architect. So you can reach out to me to any of those various social media channels to contact me after the session. Also, don't forget to post your question and any queries that you have in the chat session down below. And yeah, so let's move to agenda. So today I'm going to cover the marketing feature summary. Then we'll move to intelligent customer journey with combination of your customer insights, marketing, sales, and customer void. How it's everything with combination of all the different systems provided by Microsoft looks like. And we'll give a quick overview of a couple of great features we have in marketing, like segmentation, comparison between segment and marketing list. What is customer journey? What is meant by email marketing? And there's various template we have. Social media post management, and we'll talk about in detail what is event management, how you can manage event like DynamicsCon, and we'll more talk about the dynamic design of your digital content, and then we'll talk about the lead scoring model, how you can define the lead scoring model, and then we'll do a quick demo. After the demo, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the Wave 1 2021 release, great features we have recently added in marketing. So let's move to features. What we have features right now in marketing. So let's start from the multiple campaign multi-channel campaign. So a multi-channel campaign name represent you can run a campaign for your marketing with various channels like email. In Wave 2021, recently added a couple of channels like SMS and push notifications. It's projected. It's not in live right now, but yeah, you can use those channels actually to run your marketing campaigns. You can use the landing page and forms to create your newsletter forms and subscriptions. You can actually integrate with your social media channels and LinkedIn to empower and get the right leads and information for your customers. You can use website personalization to get more information, who is coming to your website and how much time they spend on which page and etc. You can obviously manage everything in marketing calendar, including your social post management. So next is lead nurturing. We'll talk more about the dynamic segmentation. What are the type of segmentation we have? And then how you can build your customer or buyer's journey. You can manage your multiple lead scoring model and how you can leverage those in system. Automated business process flow. Those are a couple of core features of Dynamics 365. We'll talk about the event management. So you can organize your live event like this or webinars. On 24 you have a Power Apps portal for events. You can manage speaker session and venue of your events. You can manage your registrant and attendees, and you can run a post campaign for those people who attended not able to attend the session which you organized. And obviously you can manage the past QR code and different other things so to give more visibility to them. Insights and reporting. Actually, Dynamics 365 comes with inbuilt insights, so you can give a 360-degree view of your leads, interaction insight, social media insights, and surveys and different other things. System with just one click of button, you can enable integration with customer voice and give you great features on the survey side of it. The system also comes with some AI capabilities like smart scheduling, system segment boost, and spam scoring. So whenever you are running a campaign, when you create a template, actually you can define how much based on your content you put in the template, how the spam scoring it looks like, it's good or bad actually. If I run this template, send this campaign to the customer using email, it will land to the spam folder or not. So those kind of great features we have. And then you can build a couple of other features. We'll talk about this during this presentation. Let's move to next slide. Intelligence sales marketing. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of various combination of different systems and solutions we have. It starts from customer insights. So customer insights, you can connect your data sources, various data sources to insights, perform unification process, enrich your data, and generate predictive information, predictive action on information for your customers. Correct. It gives you actually, so a whole everything actually it comes with AI powered generated segments and give you holistic overview of your customer, what exactly they are looking for, and what all the powerful information you can get from the CI. Next, actually, what do you do with the data? Actually, you get it from CI. It's you feed the data in the marketing. So you have orchestrated customer journey. We basically, as I mentioned, multiple channel marketing campaign. You have dynamics and static segmentation, email engagement actually, and spam scoring, different other things, correct? So you feed this data in marketing and run a campaign on the customer you based on the information you get it from various source of data. Then you actually you can also there is a couple of ways to easy ways to organize an event, including your planning and execution of the events. You can send a survey actually post execution of the events to take a feedback about the people, whether they like the event or not. You can also track and prioritize the lead with multiple scoring. So what you can do based on the lead scoring model, if a person registered and attended the event, you add like 5 score, correct? If they subscribe to your newsletter, you add a couple of 5 points. And at any point of time, you can put a threshold. Okay, after let's say 60 score, assign this lead to the sales team. So you can do this kind of sales readiness of the leads. You can define those grades. And then what happened once the lead is ready for sales? At any point of time, once the salespeople involved, they can nurture the lead and get more information about the customer budget and everything if they're interested or not. And once what happened next? It basically lead can be qualified or disqualified. Consider the lead is disqualified, so then it becomes an opportunity for you, and you will make a better relationship with your customer using opportunity management inside sales. Correct. You use Dynamics 365 Sales Insights feature and build more relationship with them using notes analysis, team integration, couple of great functionalities there. And what happened once you have great relationship with the customer have trust with you, and they will close a deal with you. So then you will close an opportunity as one and do a couple of more information from there. What happened next? You basically send a survey, and also you some there's something good practices actually. Even a disqualified lead, you are going to send a survey to the customer, and then customer or prospect or suspect going to give you more information about their experience with you, and you will capture some data. Data can be a positive or negative, and what exactly we will do with this data, we can generate some great actionable insights. So you can feed this data back again to customer insights and generate more information for your customer. Maybe this time it's a disqualified lead, but this is maybe a potential customer for in future, right? So I'll move to my next detailed presentation actually on the individual features we have in marketing. So segmentation I'll start from. So what is mean by segmentation? So segmentation is a collection of your contacts where you are, it's basically your target audience. So based on some filter, you design your target, you select your target audience and it's created for your customer journey. So you create a segmentation and you feed that segment in your customer journey to run a campaign or do different other stuff in marketing. So there are two types of campaign segmentation right now. It's called dynamic segmentation and static segmentation. So as I'm not sure how familiar you are with this term, but dynamics, as name indicates, is more of a constantly changing, and static is static list. So let's say you have a current existing segmentation for your Canadian customers, and any based on your criteria, you recently this week you added a couple of more contacts actually. So what happened if this any number of contacts which are recently added fulfill the dynamic segment criteria, it will automatically add to the list. Static list, whereas it will be the same. The number of members you already added, like members or contacts, they will the list, the size of the list or the member will be the same. You cannot change or add any point of time. So that's a definition of segmentation in dynamic space and static. Segmentation are highly dependent on the four terms. Actually, it more of a category you will use how to segment a customer. So it looks like a geographic where my customers are located, their city, location, language, and different things. Geographic, and demographic is more of a age, gender, their incomes, and a couple of other information. More of a psychographic, how their lifestyle, attitude, personality, values, and all. And then last is behavior. What's their, how much their usage, correct? The occasion, buyer stage, and different other things. So those are the four categories of a marketing. You segment an audience actually and create a marketing segmentation. Next is I just want to give you a quick brief overview of what is marketing list and segmentation. As you know, marketing list is there from a couple of years. Even you don't use marketing, there a list will be there, and it's available for many modules, not only for marketing but in sales and a couple other modules. So the key difference between a list and marketing are, so you can run a quick campaign on the marketing list, but you cannot run a quick campaign on segmentation. You can run a marketing list. You can create a marketing list for your contacts, leads, and account, and various marketing lists have different segmentation. So segments actually work on market insights. So the software we are going to use right now, Marketing D365, it work on marketing insights. Use for customer journey. So you can use the segment for customer journey. You cannot use marketing list for your customer journey, which I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes. Also, the key difference is the segmentation you can create only for contacts, not for leads and account actually. So that's about the marketing segmentation and list comparison. Then let's talk about the customer journey. Customer journey actually help you to visualize and automate your journey that basically customer. So technically, um, uh, you can define the interaction and what exactly you need to do, and based on certain action what customer is going to take, you will do a action, correct? So based on their steps, you are going to take an action. So I'm going to show you how it looks like. You can create a very short customer journey, just as sending a email campaign, or you can create a complex customer journey like nurturing them, qualifying it, developing those high value customers or buyer, and then sending those key campaign and generating leads from those. Um, it looks like this. You have a segment you selected, and one point of time you start the customer journey, and you will add those trigger. I'm going to show you during my demo how it looks like. So you can design this kind of customer journey for your buyers. Then next we have a email marketing, which is one of the very powerful option we have right now, a feature in marketing. So you can create a marketing emails for your system, for your campaigns you are going to send for your segments, correct? There is an inbuilt tool actually to design your templates. You can also preview and test before a final send. So what exactly you can do before, once you design your email campaign template, you can preview those. Actually, you can preview in various option like desktop, phone, and different other things. Tabbed, how it looks like, various browser and various inboxes, how it looks like in Outlook, Gmail, and all, correct? And you can preview those and before it finalizes. You can also perform accessibility checker on this, and also you can score spam scoring checking. Actually, you don't have to score spam, but technically based on the content you provided, a system will give you, it's a good low spam scoring is low or high. So if it's high, you need to modify your content in more proper way so it not lands to the spam folder of your customer, correct? And also you can design and run A/B tests. That's one of the powerful option, as you can see on the screenshot. It's you can run a version 1 or version 2, and both testing actually you can see how which version looks best, and you can do the final send to the customer actually based on the testing. Next is social media post management. So you can manage and schedule your social media post messages to various inbuilt channels are available for with Dynamics 365 marketing like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You can there is an inbuilt social post designer actually comes in with Dynamics 365 post management. So you can design your post and create those posts and publish to a scheduled time. You can preview those posts in a various channel. So if you are putting a post to a Facebook, you can see how it looks like when you post this to your page on Facebook, right? And then you can work with your marketing calendar. So this looks like something this marketing calendar. So you can schedule various various posts to various channels, correct? So it's more like a marketing calendar for your social media post management. And I want to move to one of the great features we have in marketing. So next is event management. So let's talk about what is event management and how we can perform and organize an event management in Dynamics 365 marketing. You can organize live events and webinars. You can also plan, execute, and follow up with the attendees. So as I mentioned, you can do a planning of your events. You can execute the event on the date and do a follow up with the attendees once the event and who are registered, like people registered not able to attend the event, and you can run a separate campaign. You can create those segmentation with based on the attendee and run a campaign or create a customer journey for those segments. You can organize sessions, session track, and speaker management. So I'm going to show you how those key difference of those things. And you can manage venue and logistics. So event can sometime not during COVID, but before COVID actually, or after considered a couple of years. The managing of events and venues is very much important, because if it's like a large gathering, you have to manage those information and criterias. You can enable also Power Apps portal for larger audience. That's a great feature actually recently added. So you can create a Power Apps portal for your events, and where people can register and publish to the for external users. Right. It comes with seamless customer voice integration. So customer voice is a new name for marketing Microsoft Forms Pro. So it's more of a survey end-to-end survey management tool. You can manage all your survey from customer voice, and it's seamlessly integrated right now with just one button. Yeah, both system will be enabled for your survey information. So design your digital content. There are a couple of type of digital content you can design, like email marketing. Email marketing, you can design, preview emails before we go live. I just show you in detail what email marketing looks like. Then we have next is marketing pages. So you can create a web page, correct, or landing page, something like that actually, and put a form where people can, whenever they need to subscribe your newsletter, they just fill a form, and it will create an information in Dynamics 365 automatically. And next is forms. So now when you put a form or marketing page or landing page, you can create a form with set of field. So you first create a form with set of fields actually from Dynamics 365. Let's say contact, first name, last name, email ID, phone number. You create a form and you create a landing page then, and put that form in the landing page and put it to the website or external channel, where when people lands in, they will simply enter the information. It will create a contact in, or it leads, or whatever the information you want to create in Dynamic 365. Next is lead scoring. So lead scoring, it's very powerful right now, and as you know, there's a couple more model sales insights having, which relates to lead scoring, predictive modeling actually, and more of a system generation. Lead scoring model, it's as name indicates, it defines based on the certain action done by your prospect or suspect or customers, you score the lead actually. So let's say you calculate a score based on the each interaction, correct? So let's say if a person registered to my event, I'm going to create a contact and add a 5 point to this. If a person, when I'm sending an introduction email, if a person opened the email, I'll add about 5 more points. If a person unsubscribe my introduction email after that they receive the introduction email, deduct 5 points, correct? So you can actually add or deduct this kind of point, and at the end of after some time, you will see based on the interaction your prospect or customer are doing with you, with your data actually or content, your system will generate a lead score actually, correct? So you can also define a certain threshold for the sales. If lead score, let's say 55 point, assign it to the lead sales team, and then sales team will nurture the lead to a certain extent, and then they will convert to opportunity, win the deal, and a couple of other sales cycle process, right? So those talk about the lead scoring model. Now let's move to a demo actually. I'm going to show you how it looks like in the real system. Yeah. So I right now logged in Dynamics 365 Marketing. I'm going to show you how you can create a quick trial for you. So in your existing environment, you can simply type dynamics.marketing microsoft.com /marketing, and then actually there is a open for sign up. You can do a sign up, put your email ID and phone number, and you'll create a new environment with trial marketing for you actually. So when you first time log in, it will give you quick links actually for the key information, which I just covered. I'm going to show you how it looks like. So let's start it with the segmentation. So those are the couple of out of the box features we have to capture activities, dashboards, and all. I'm going to focus this session on the key features. So we have segmentation. So I already covered this. I already created one segmentation here for Dynamics Con. So consider we are organizing this event and how we can manage everything in marketing. So Dynamics Con attendees segmentation. Yeah. So that's I created one, put a name Dynamics Con attendees segmentation, and I want to create a segmentation. So create a segmentation check-in. It basically you can select your event, what's your event looks like. Okay, then you can create a person registrant people who are register to my event to attend my event. Put a filter. That's a filter number one. Filter number two, you can create a people who attend, create as an event registration, put as a contact, correct? So this kind of couple of filters you can put, and you can actually overview this related entities, something like this. So if I see event registration at the center, and you can see check-in and contact are the related entities actually, or you can see contact, check-in is related to event attendee pass, and contact related to account, couple of other things, correct? So you can view a holistic overview of related entities you are going to use in your segmentation. You can see a list of members actually based on the filter. So when you going live, when you put a filter here, and then you simply click on run, it will give you an option to give you a list of members who fulfill those criteria. You can see general actually here we talked about this segmentation type actually, marketing dynamic segmentation or static segmentation, right? And when you want to when you created different things, or once you run this segment using a customer journey, you can see insights actually, like how much your members are going eventually, correct? If it's the dynamics segmentation, it's great option actually. So you can see eventually based on certain criteria you put in, your segmentation is growing or going up and down, correct? So that's give you a list of members who are going to join the segment recently. Next is customer journey. So customer journey, I'm just going to talk about, I just create one customer journey for Dynamics Con attendees, correct? So as you know, we create one Dynamics Con segment here, and I attach the segment on this customer journey. So you can start, when you start, basically it start as a initial entry point for the session for the customer journey. So you attach a segment to a customer journey. When you start, you can send, okay, once my customer journey starts, send an introduction or email of Dynamics user group to my attendees who register for this event, correct? If they click then create a lead, right? Yeah. And if they are not able to click, if they don't click on your email, then let's say wait time, put a wait time of, uh, I don't want to put a wait for 3 weeks. Let's put 3 days, okay? And let's wait for 3 days, and then what happened after 3 days? It will create a phone call activity and assign it to you, correct? So when I click here, you can create a phone call activity automatically by system. Sorry, please cut this part. So if I'm going to start from here. So you first send an email to them. If they click on the email, then you will create a lead. System will automatically create a lead for you. If they are somehow, maybe for due to some criteria, email lands to their spam folder, not able to interested or something like that, you create a wait activity. So you simply create a wait activity from here and wait for, let's say, 3 days. Okay, so after you put a 3 days wait here, it will basically, if the customer not able to click or not clicked or not open your email, you wait for 3 days, and then it will create a phone call activity for your marketing or inbound sales callers, and then they'll do the follow up with your people who register for the events, and that this will end the customer journey. So this basically give you a holistic view, or you can create your customer journey like this. You can create multiple customer journey for say for different segmentation actually. So you can select the audience and you can run your customer journey on those audience. A couple more information here. That's more of a general tab. You can see the status region and other thing. Who are the target? As I mentioned, you can just run a customer journey on your contacts. So please cut this one. I don't want to show this. So yeah, so let's go back here. So that's another couple of things. You can define names and what's the status reason. Is this going live or not? Because we are not live, it still is in the draft. And yeah, you can, as I mentioned, you can target on customer on your contacts. You can put a start and date and couple of purpose and what are the outcomes and a couple of other things, correct? So yeah, those are the related information. So when you create a lead based on this customer journey, you will see a list of leads here on this page. Then it gives you insights. When you run a campaign, how many people who respond to your email, like open the email, delivery, land to a spam folder, land to unresponsive, their email ID was wrong, any kind of information, correct? And how many times they open the email, click on the link, if you put page interaction, everything. So this gives you more insights about your customer interaction when they are doing running a campaign on the certain segmentation of customers. Then let's move towards the marketing email. So that's more of a marketing email feature. It comes out of the box. You can create a template like this, and you simply just select that's an inbuilt tool. You simply select an image source, or you can simply download an image or copy an image from any of the location, and you can put a link here, or you can simply go to the toolbox, select an image or a code or any kind of button, anything you want to put here in the designer. There's a couple more options here. You can also link this to the QR code or event, so people let people know, okay, scan this QR code and it will redirect to the registration page of Dynamics UG, and there you register and complete your registration for this event. So yeah, it's very easy to do a couple of resizing and everything. You can make it from here. Yeah, sorry for this, but yeah, there's something like that. You can do the adjustment on all this information here. You can also check the spam. So based on the content I create, it looks like, yeah, it's low risk actually. So if it's a high risk, obviously you have to remove information which is not relevant for this campaign, and we don't want this to be linked to the person's inbox or person's spam folder. You can also use the HTML format if you want to put a code instead of putting a more of a designer view. And you can also do a preview actually, how it looks like in an inbox, certain inbox, right? How it looks like in a first name, last name. So this kind of information you can capture. How my email bit looks like in the desktop. So if I go down here, okay, it's a couple of overview. I know it's pretty short, but yeah, this one. How it looks like in next tablet and phone and different other options you can preview before you're running a campaign to your customers. You can also actually add it A and B testing. So A and B testing, you put a subject, and they say test subject 1, and it will create a 2 version actually, and you can run a version 1 or version 2 actually, correct? And you can define, okay, which version is good. You can create a draft, and you can schedule in progress and finished, do the testing actually using A and B feature edit. You can also see the summary of marketing your campaign you're going to run. So which username you want to mention here, and which email address this system will send an email to the attendees to the sorry. So you can gonna repeat this. So in the summary, you can define what the name will look like. So you can say, instead of putting some marketing, you can put a real name. Let's say I put Ashish Rana here, and you can put an email address for which email address this marketing campaign will run, and two different address, and reply to, if someone reply to email, and let's say you are putting a subscription or replying to this email, where this email will go to, correct? If you're not using no reply, you can use something like this, Ashish, and if someone reply to this email, where to which address this email will land to, correct, when the customer reply. And yeah, a couple of other information you can capture and give you more insights when you run a campaign. So you can run a campaign, as I mentioned, a testing before you go live, do a preview and run a test campaign, and then it gives you a different, very good analytics, and you can select the customer journey. So based on the customer journey, you run this campaign, and what are the my insights look like? How many total delivery, unique opens, and a couple of other great insight information. Deliveries, you can see like how many emails is delivered properly, not able to deliver, bounced, soft bounce, and different other information. How many people click on link and which area they click, like kind of a heat map, and where you can see, okay, where people are more interested to see which part of the template, and interaction, and couple of other information like how many people open an email, forward this email loop back, subscribe, couple of other things, correct? So this you can do selection of your information with the date range. I don't have relevant data right now, but yeah, this insights come when based on the data. You can also use a test run, test send here. So when I click on test send, it will create a quick information for you. It will check the spam, and it will create a quick campaign for you. So you can simply address the test email ID. If I put my personal email ID, it will run a campaign and send an email to my personal email. Correct. So you can see actual how it looks like in an actual preview instead of preview. It can run a testing and before you send the final marketing campaign to your customer. Then we have events. So as I mentioned, Cup system comes with great event management feature. So you can manage your end-to-end events here. So I create one event called Dynamics Con event, and it's a conference type. Okay, it's put a start date, end date, and you can define it's a recurring event or not, and different other thing. If it's a online and going to stream live, you simply click yes, and it will try to connect to my Teams. Actually, I don't want to use this feature because it will just open a Teams here. Yeah, so but when you enable this, it will open a Teams and ask you to use the live team information. You can put an agenda here, so it will give you a great option like a month or week wise, and how it looks like day-to-day basis. If your event is from 16 to 18, how many tracks you have, and session tracks, another thing you can see. Correct. If I go down, you can maintain session track. So in Dynamics Con, we are maintaining right now Dynamics CE, F&O, Power Platform, and Business Central, couple of other tracks. So similar way, you can maintain those track here, and inside track, you can have multiple session, and then multiple session are delivered by various speakers, correct? And you can define the cost and other criteria of the speakers, and how many people are going to sponsor, what type of sponsorship, and all they can maintain here. Website. So you can connect your registration form to an external website, or you can use in-build option if you're using custom website. So you can use the event URL, put it here. So for your tracking purpose, and couple of information here you can capture for your registration. You can put a custom registration field if required if you're using custom registration form. Next is passes. So yeah, once the event is registered, you need to issue passes, correct? So you can maintain those things. When people register for your event, you will see a different contacts as created and with different registration ID. You can modify those things. Pretty easy to do that. Registration responses, correct? So you can maintain those. Event check-in, how many people check in or attended your events, and people who cancel or not able to attend some certain reason, correct? So you can get those information, and then based on people not able to attend, you can create a segment and create a customer journey and run a customer email campaign on those registrants. You can maintain logistic, venue, and various other information here for an event, correct? Yes, a couple of financial information you can maintain. So let's say you have target revenue. If you have, we don't have right now, but you can maintain miscellaneous cost and different other thing. How much budget allocated, how much sponsorship you got it actually, and a couple of other event related cost managed you can do. You can also define an event management team here and provide a certain criteria there. So yeah, I'll move to my next topic is lead scoring model. So you can define, as I mentioned during my presentation, a couple of lead scores. And let's say people open the email, like email engagement, and the email engagement score, email open when they receive an email, they open an email, increase 5 point, correct? What happened next? So when they basically register for the event, increase 10 point. Next is when they open the website actually after the registration or before registration, increase 5 point, correct? So something like that. Actually, you can increase and decrease number of points, and based on the interaction done by your customer or prospect, it will create a lead and define the score there. So you can nurture the lead in this way. Actually, rather you nurturing based on the interaction, it will automatically create a score for the lead actually. Okay. So this is about the lead, and let's move to marketing, internet marketing, more of the marketing pages. So you can simply click on the open the one of the marketing page, create a new, and you can put your marketing form inside that page. Let's say I created one Dynamics con registration form. I put first name, last name, email ID, different other thing, couple of fields, some image, right? So you can create those content. I know it looks very ugly, but yeah, that's something you can do in a pretty nice and a better way than me. So you can either create a HTML format or use a designer. You can preview how it looks like in various devices, and when a person submit, how it looks like this other button doesn't look good actually because that's not upside down. You can define. You can use a couple more information. How many people are, how many contacts, leads are created from this page. Like if that's more of a newsletter form or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, I don't want to cover this. So yeah, once marketing form is done, let's move to a couple of other settings actually. I know there's so many great features we have, but we have limited time and I just want to cover quick new features and the key features. You can enable accessibility checker for your device for your email campaign. You can use a couple of other options here. Pretty easy to do. Event form, just a check-in switch button and feature will be enabled, like something like that. Enable customer voice marketing integration here, right? And system will ready for you. So those are the couple of features here. You can enable and create more of a master data type of template. You can enable like social media account management here. We can do those. Perfect. So I'm going to move to my presentation. And what we covered, I show you before the presentation, a customer journey, the intelligence, sales, and marketing customer journey. So this part we covered. I have not covered anything related to sales, customer insights, and customer voice. And the last part is Wave 1 Project 8, couple of great features is coming. I'm going to cover very high level features. Let's say SMS marketing is coming in. As you can send an SMS, MMS, create a different you can create those using inbuilt tool. You can using the short code or toll free numbers to send those SMS. It looks like this. You can send a push notification actually. and you can also personalize those before sending a push notification, doing a preview, and the different sort of stuff in the marketing. And it looks like this. There's a couple more features which are great features, more of an insight, suggestion of segmentation and that thing on customer journey are coming in with some inbuilt AI features. So yeah, that those things are coming in with Wave 2021. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you because that's are not available right now. It will be there by next month. So yeah, thank you for your time. And yeah, feel free to use the chat option to have a Q&A, and I'll be there to answer all your queries. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I'm here to answer a couple of questions for you. So yeah, let's start at first one. So someone asked me actually, can we publish an event registration on a website? Yes, we can create a marketing form of event registration type. We can put a field from leads, contacts, any of the entity. These are two, again, key entity usually people use to create a new contact or event registration. And then we can actually like create a publish the form, go live and everything. They'll generate a QRL and you can put it on your website page. You should be an administration for your website, and yeah, that's good to go. So whenever someone lands to your website or event, they register on the page. It will basically create a contact and event registrant in the system actually for related to that event. Yeah. So next question asked us to be, what's the advantage of using marketing list, correct, than a custom journey? Yeah, so that's more basically marketing list right now. Even from a couple of years is there in the system, and it's available with the very basic features in all the application, your sales, customer service, everything, without any extended subscription of marketing, correct. And you can use a very basic feature like creating a quick campaign, sending with various channel and everything. But with customer segmentation, you can actually feed this segmentation to a customer journey and design a customer journey for your customers, correct? So that's a key difference. And obviously, like creating a customer journey segmentation, you need marketing license actually. So that's not available for all the application. Yeah. So you can see a couple more questions. Okay. So one more question someone asked me actually, can we take a post-event management survey? Yes, we can take post-event management survey. So the best practice is basically you create a project inside inside a customer voice, and then actually create a email marketing template. Put this project or a survey template actually inside the form and inside the email campaign, and run the campaign using this customer journey actually to your segmentation, to your target audience. So that's about a thing. Yeah, so yeah, you cannot combine contact and account both at the same time. It can be one target. It can, like, marketing list can be targeted on account, contact, or lead. So you can create a one marketing list for account, separate for contact, and separate for leads. You cannot make it as combination actually. So yeah, and when it comes to segmentation work mostly on the customers actually, so contacts. So you cannot create a segmentation for a lead actually. That's a key difference. Okay. Yep. Think I have a couple more questions. I can see lot of questions people asking on the subscription side of it. Yes, that's mandatory whenever you're running a campaign. You should use a subscription link actually on your campaign, and whenever someone subscribes, it will move to a subscription list maintained separately, similar to marketing list actually. So when you logged into the system, you will see something like subscription list, and once someone subscribe, it will actually update the contact information. So let's say if you by mistake added someone to your segmentation list to running a campaign, correct? Then automatically the system will remove those people because those people are unsubscribed from the list, correct? So they will not able to receive any SMS or messages in future. Sorry, emails in future. So this way system maintain the subscription list. Okay. This couple of questions actually not 100% clear to me. That's why I'm not able to answer. So what you can do, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn actually, or send an email provided information, and I'll 100% reply to you if I'm not able to cover in this session. There's a couple more things actually people are asking on uh, lead generation side. So what happened in the system? Let's say you define a criteria on what basis lead will be created, correct? So let's say someone attended an event based on, so whenever if people registered, actually, do you want to create those as a lead or contact, correct? And you define as a lead, and then based on the interaction, you are generating a lead scoring and assigning to that lead, correct? And you define a criteria, okay, at this threshold, let's say 65, whenever any lead reached more than 65 points, assign it to the salesperson, correct? So it will now move from marketing to sales. Actually, that's a transition to sales, and then you will use the sales module to do the opportunity management and more nurturing, or more on the lead side, do the opportunity management code and different things, correct? So that you can do in the sales particularly, and different modules. Okay. Yes, you can actually unintentionally you can maintain, like, manage when you're creating an email campaign. You can manage whether you want this email should be forwarded to a person or a friend, something like that, correct? And then unintentionally they'll subscribe from the list. Yes, so it's worked very similar Mailchimp in this at this point of time. And yeah, that's you can manage in the system with a couple of out of the box functionalities. Okay. Yes. So I can see so many repeatable question. I think I answered most of the thing. And as I mentioned, any point of time, if you feel and you want more information on the marketing side, feel send an email to me or reach out to me on LinkedIn, and I'll happy to answer to all the queries actually. Okay. Yeah. So I would say it's a great module actually. Microsoft added, and obviously with the newer functionalities they adding in wave one and in on continuous basis. Actually, it's a heavy investment market as Microsoft is in doing on marketing side. There's a couple of offers actually going on when it comes to licensing, so you can check out from Microsoft on those side. But obviously, yeah, it's a great module with tons of functionalities, and there's so many insights it given compared to other products in the market. And yeah, to take an advantage of these things. Okay. Okay. Let me see if anything else particularly you're missing. Yeah, perfect. So I would say thank you everyone for your time and have a good day. We'll be there. There is a couple of great sessions going on. So obviously feel free to be there, and feel free to reach out to me for any point of time for anything related to marketing. Thank you. Have a good bye. Have a good day.